Hello, I'm Peter Dazzler. I'm President and CEO of Canalaska Uranium Limited. Our company has been focused for the past 15 years on uranium in the Athabasca Basin of Canada. Our exploration for new mineral discoveries exposes us to forward-looking statements, but we need discovery to satisfy future metals demand. Here you will see maps of our exploration project locations in central Canada, in Saskatchewan for uranium and Manitoba for nickel. This is our backyard, where we have secure title to the land and strong political support for our projects. Future uranium demand is now outstripping supply in the builds in China, India, the Middle East, Europe, and even in the USA, but also being reviewed by over 20 other countries around the world. Our mandate is exploring for metals. To preserve our shareholders from excessive corporate dilution in this process, we focus on the technical aspects for large-scale discovery and work to bring larger corporate or sovereign funding to the table. Currently, our most advanced project is the West McArthur joint venture with Cameco. This was previously under JV with MC Resources, a Canadian subsidiary of Mitsubishi Corporation. They invested almost $17 million to get us to discovery. We bought out their interest in 2016 and a month later entered the deal with Cameco. The first drill holes into the West McArthur project under the deal with Cameco gave us high-grade 5% uranium discovery at Grid 5, one of the 8 target areas that have been highlighted by the work with Mitsubishi. In 2019, after a $5 million program by Cameco, Canalaska took over operatorship of the project and continued drilling, outlining a very large mineralized system with up to 8% uranium in a new zone at the unconformity. What the JV has now focused on is similar in style to known uranium deposits in the area, including the adjacent Fox Lake deposit. But what we are impressed with is its size. The current target extends 300 meters either side and 150 meters in width, and the halo of uranium and base metals reaches surface 850 meters above the target. This extensive halo, the high-grade mineralization and drill holes, and the characteristic silicification and clay alteration indicates to us that a Tier 1 mineralized target is possible. The projects that we have on the eastern side of the Athabasca Basin are all strategically located close to existing infrastructure and uranium processing mills with diminished supply, a $1 billion bonus for infrastructure. Within our immediate area is the Fox Lake deposit with 68 million pounds of high-grade mineralization, and our discovery is located on the same mineralized horizon. So we hope to build on our current successes and leave the nuclear slowdown behind us. We cover multiple targets with our extensive land position, and in the past months we have seen significant changes to uranium supply and prices moving upwards. I'm pleased to be able to show these Canalaska projects to this audience and hope that we have some new inquiries, especially for our Cree East project, which I now highlight. This project received $20 million of Korean sovereign funding prior to Fukushima, and we outlined 11 new uranium zones. Zones A and B are the most significant targets, and these are like our new discovery at West McArthur, and of course, also close to the Key Lake milling facility. So to summarize, an extensive portfolio of projects in the Athabasca, a world-class area for uranium and a magnificent area for new discovery. And now, our nickel projects. After Fukushima, we began to put together technical data for the Thompson nickel belt in Manitoba. This is the 5th largest nickel sulfide belt in the world, but has been locked up with old claims since the 1950s. We ended up with claims in 2 project areas at each end of the belt. Each of these have multiple targets that look like nearby deposits, but have never been tested. This past month, we confirmed a $9 million earn-in deal with Fiordland, a company owned 29% by Robert Friedland. This deal gives us a new discovery potential, supports our team, and exposes us to Fiordland's nickel interests in the Voisey Bay area. Manabridge is the deal to do next. And this area is fascinating because of the high grade of the nickel mineralization in the mine workings. And from our new drill holes north of the old mine, where in early 2019 we received excellent high-grade results from drilling. We're actively looking for new partners to work with us to develop these targets further. And of course, my board. I have a very strong and supportive team behind all our activities, each of which is committed to our new discoveries and growth. Our corporation is well structured with only 57 million shares issued, over 4,000 shareholders and a good track record when the market takes interest. The largest shareholder group came from a recent financing initiative with Sprott Global. And for investors, we're well positioned for growth in the uranium and nickel markets. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I've tried to give you a flavor of Canalaska. You'll find far more detail on our website, canalaska.com.